Hey, it's Greg here, Gregory Group Real Estate. I'm here today with Paul Guerrero from Allstate Insurance. And my question for you today is, we work with a lot of investors and landlords. So why would it be important for them to have their tenants get rental insurance?
Sure. The biggest value is transferring liability and transferring risk onto your tenants. An example would be if I was cooking in this beautiful kitchen right now and I cause a fire and I burn this entire house down. If I have the right amount of liability coverage, I can afford to rebuild this house without putting the liability and a claim onto the landlord. So that all the risk goes onto the tenant. Another example would be like a dog bite. If my dog were to bite someone visiting this house, technically someone could sue the owner of the house as well as a renter. So you're transferring liability onto the tenant to help avoid claims on your own insurance.
Wait, so are you saying that if I'm a landlord, I own the house, I always understood it as my insurance covers, the house if the roof blows off or something, but anything that happens inside is a tenant's liability. Are you saying that if they don't have renter's insurance and if their dog bites somebody, then it goes on my insurance?
Correct. So anytime a lawsuit happens inside of one of your rental properties, a good attorney is going to sue anybody who may have money. And as an owner of the property, they have the opportunity to sue you. So renter's insurance will protect you by putting liability on them. Hopefully they'll be happy with that amount of coverage they got or that lawsuit, so they don't come after the landlord as well. So you're transferring the liability onto the tenant.
Huh. Okay. So I know a lot of times we, as landlords, they'll ask the tenant to get renter's insurance, but how do you know if they really are getting the renter's insurance?
Sure, a great question. That's called, what we call that is called the additional insured. And so what we're doing is we are adding you or your LLC as an additional insured under the renter's insurance policy. And so what that does is it's like being a lien holder on a vehicle. So if they cancel a policy, you get a letter just like they do saying the policy's been canceled or they're behind in payments. But the big deal is if a check is cut because of damage inside of your house, you must actually endorse the check to make sure it's fixed so they can't just take that money and disappear.
Oh, okay.
So that's a good thing about adding yourself as an additional insured or your LLC. But if your property is in the name of LLC, do not put your name on there. Put your LLC on there. That way you're protected from lawsuit.
Okay. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Is there anything else you want to tell us about the rental insurance?
No, those are two great, easy ways to protect yourself.
Okay. Hey, thanks for joining us today, Paul.
No problem.